I'm still sick, but those plants I foraged yesterday, they worked miracles. They made me feel so much better. So today, Little Miss Prepper is going to go out and get them for me, and she'll bring them in, and then I'll process them and show you how I do it. And yesterday, I thought I was going to die. And just a few hours later, after getting those nutrients in me from those foraged plants, helped so much. So she's fixing to take the phone and she's going to go out there and get her done and then bring them in and I'll finish the process. Here you go, sweetie.
Okay. Hi, everybody. So, yeah, I'm just going to go out here and let me. There's puppy number 1, puppy number 2, and puppy number 3. So puppy number 3, well, she's actually the number 1 because she's our oldest girl. She's going to come with me to help with getting some of these plants. So here's the first set is these leaves here. And this is what the leaves look, the plant looks like when the flower is fixing to die out here. I don't have the white petals, but I'm going to go ahead and get these leaves here. I'll show some of the plant. There's another, the same of it in a different location. I believe that one has the leaves on, the flower on it still, so I will make sure I show you that. The other puppies, they're a little jealous that the old lady gets to come out here with us, but they don't, but they like to run off sometimes if they get out. Or if they can get the neighbor's cats, they'll kill the cats. So I'm very cautious of that because I don't want them to be killing the neighbor's cats. So I want to make sure I get enough of these leaves. That's good. And then here's a cactus. Maybe I'll throw in a cactus. I don't see a. Trying to look for a smaller one here. Whoops. Oh, it's okay. Good morning, everybody. So just getting some plants for medicine here. Well, to help them feel good. Oh, here's that plant at a younger stage. So this is the plant here with the yellow center white petals. Yeah. They're all seeming to be dying off a bit here. Well, at least the flower is. Oh, here's it more, even died off some. And then you get these that get stuck to you, the seeds. But I hate those seeds, but the leaves are good. So we have this type of plant here. It looks like regular normal grass, but actually it's like a wild onion and garlic mix. So underground there is the onion, tiniest little onion. Hi from Brazil. Well, welcome. And then when it grows more, then it'll get these little garlics on top. But down underground, it has this onion. But I'm going to cut some so that I could put in the pot here. They smell so good when it's getting cut and all. They just have a wonderful fragrance to it. I want to get plenty of them because these are so good for you. And it does look like just regular old grass, but it's not. That's why in certain areas, if you're allowed to let your yard just grow wild and or have an area, you can let the weeds and stuff grow. And what people think are weeds are actually really good plants to forage and eat. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Get Her Done. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. But yeah, these, you just think they're just regular grass, but it's not. It is like a onion and garlic. So I just chopped off some of the tops so that we can make them. And so I'm bringing this back so we can make it into like a nice broth for him. He can drink the broth and get him back on his feet to feel better. And Get Her Done, thank you so much for that. So appreciated. Come on. So let's get back in the house and get some water in this and cooking it up. Thank you. Look what we got.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Get Her Done Country Fun. All right, I'm going to start processing this because the stuff I ate yesterday, my body done used it up. So I'm feeling really bad again. So let me set this phone up the best I can. Here, little Miss Prepper, can you hold the phone?
Yeah.
But thank you so much for that donation. We really appreciate it. See, the broth is really what I'm after. I'm going to eat the food, but I need that broth. This particular plant has 7 times the nutrition of spinach. And there's no pesticides, no fertilizers, no weird science. Literally, God grew this. Never had to water it. No, nothing. Same with this wild garlic. I just planted a couple out there and it's spreading like crazy. And yesterday I thought I was going to die, and I made this stuff. I had to take the video down because I said something. So I got to say this. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical information. This just, the nutrients in this just makes me feel so much better. Big time. Turn the heater off here because I'm freezing cold. I'm so sick. And get this going. Let me get the scissors here. It helps. Yeah, because I am a professional fighter, so I've had most of my teeth knocked out. It's easier if I just cut this stuff up. But yesterday, man, I thought I was going to die. So, and I've tried everything. NyQuil, Tylenol, everything. Nothing was touching it. So I finally just drug my rear end out of the bed and went and picked this stuff and made it, and it made me feel so much better. And the video was really knocking it out of the ballpark. But I said something on there that YouTube, I had to take it down. So I am showing the process over again, and actually I need this bad because I am my fever's back up to 103 again. After I drunk the broth yesterday and ate this, my fever went from 103 down to 101 and then down to 100. And I felt pretty good. Little Miss Prepper could even see the difference when she came home from work. But my body done used all that up, so I need to like re-top off.
Hi, goat.
So if you can talk to him for a minute, I gotta sit down. I feel like I'm about to die.
Okay.
Just
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he just cut this up so it's easier for him to process it. And yeah, so I'm gonna cook this up so he can drink it and then feel better again, because after he had it yesterday, oh my goodness, I can just even hear in his voice how much he felt better. Yeah, hi, goat. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday morning. Went out and picked some of this stuff. We got these leaves here. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pick it up. This leaf here, really good.
7 times the nutrition of spinach.
Hi, go. Hi, Em. Okay, so we got this leaf here, 7 times more nutrition than spinach. We're making a broth for him so he can even feel even more better. Got a cactus in here. There's it's slimy. A piece of before he cut it, after he cut it up. And then these here were a wild garlic onion. Here's a long one here that didn't get cut up. But so we're making a broth so that he can feel better, because he had some yesterday and he made him feel so much better after like 4 hours after he drank it and ate all of it. He felt so much better, and I can eat much more energy. I can even hear his voice, how like good he felt. So we're going to do it again. This time I went out and picked all this stuff for him, though.
Like I said, I took Tylenol, NyQuil, ibuprofen. I took everything man-made. Nothing worked. Nothing would even break my fever. My neighbor is a nurse, and she was telling me, you need to go to the hospital. But I felt so bad that I was like, I will lay in this bed and die before I get in that car, ride all the way to the hospital, sit in the emergency room. Nope, I'd rather die.
Yeah, it's a wild onion.
And garlic.
And garlic. The
onion bulb grows on the bottom and the garlic bulbs grow on the top.
Yeah, and if you go back and look at me cutting them, the garlic isn't up yet, but so I just cut, but it still, of course, has the nutrition in those. So I went ahead and got that. And yeah, nature is always the answer for.
And I have videos of the plant. If you go back on my foraging videos, I have the videos of the wild garlic and onion. It's like a duality plant. And when the garlic's on top and the onion's on bottom, it shows me harvesting it. And so if you want to check that out, you can go back on that playlist and see when that plant is to maturity, to where it's got the garlic on top and the onion on the bottom. It's a fantastic plant, and I just don't have the words to say how much better it made me feel. I mean, I thought I was going to die. I've been taking all kind of man-made medicine, which I'm not ever going to do that again. I'm just going to use nature stuff, and I'm going to study up on herbology. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. That's how I got in trouble yesterday. That video was killing it, and I had to take it down. But, so I'm just, waiting for it to start boiling up good, because that broth, the nutrients come out of them plants and get in that broth. So I drank the broth first, let my stomach settle, because I haven't been able to keep anything down but what I had yesterday of that. And I also, because I'm used to eating that, I literally, that's what I eat to live on. Yes, I eat meat. Yes. I do eat meat. I hunt. I enjoy hunting,
Don't eat your meat. My husband is...
Read it out loud, baby.
Okay. My husband is about to lose his mind because I woke up a few years ago and made him stop putting weed killer on all over our yard. It was his pride and joy. Now it's mine looking for good weeds. There you go. Yes. Because even if you can just do it in a section, I guess, is good. We used to watch a good,
well, and we went to school for it.
Yeah.
We went to school, because do not go out and forage plants if you don't know what you're doing, because if you eat the wrong plant, it could be your last time. Yesterday on the video, I showed a plant that was very toxic right next to the plant that I was picking. And if I would have accidentally got a few leaves off that, I would have got very ill. So know what you're doing, because all plants are edible one time. But if you eat the wrong plant, it'll be your last time. Now with mushrooms, I am very cautious with, because even the experts get it wrong sometimes. So I do forage for mushrooms, but I don't teach that, because I don't want to risk someone getting it wrong. All the plants that I show, they really don't have lookalikes that are poisonous, because this channel is to help people, not to harm people. So, well, anyway, I started to stray off there. I'm trying to stay on the subject.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just kind of like what he says. All plants are edible at least one time.
Yeah, you eat the wrong one, it'll be your last time, especially hemlock. And see, I love eating watercress, and hemlock down here loves growing right in with the watercress. So I literally, after I pick it, I go through every leaf before I cook it to make sure I didn't get no hemlock.
No, we're not harming people.
No, I don't hurt nobody. I do fight professionally for money, but 99.99% of the time I'm not mad. There is occasionally, someone that wants to start a beef with me, and we just settled it in a cage. I'm 57 years old, and I'm still cage fighting.
What's wrong with hemlock?
Hemlock will kill you dead, dead, dead very quickly. And it is an agonizing death. Actually, hemlock is how Socrates, I believe, deleted himself.
Whoops.
I got to be careful. I don't want YouTube to make me take another video down. But yeah, hemlock will do you in. See, so this is me. If I was to ever get, I got a very large mag team, we're ready because something is going to pop off. Biden Harris dropped what they were doing, rushed to the White House yesterday. Something's going on. We got Christmas coming up, a Christian holiday, and we're fixing to have a transition of power. And I believe they're going to do everything they can to try to stop that. So I think it's going to get real. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, everything goes smooth. I'm not a fear mongerer, but be ready just in case. Yes, I do believe that. Not chill. The power outages are coming. I'm not sure what that means.
Donnie and Big Donnie.
I don't know who that is. Oh, are you I don't know who that is. If you talking about Biden, heck no. That dude, look what he did, man. He let all these people in our country.
Hold on. I planted comfrey, but so far the only wild I've been brave enough to try was plantain. It's great.
Yeah, the wild edibles are the way to go. Like I said, I threw every man-made thing at it I had, and nothing worked. And yesterday, I crawled out of bed. I did this right here, which I had a couple more plants in there, but it's fine. This will work just fine. But I threw every, man, and nothing was working. Nothing. And then I got out there and made this, and I went from thinking I was dying.
Oh, thank you, Jane.
I'm an MMA fighter, but after I drank that broth about 4 hours later, man, I could actually do a boxing match. Not an MMA match, but a boxing match. But it's wore off. My body's done absorbed it, used it up, so I got to do it again.
Yeah, Chanson. That's awesome that she ordered that book for you. Go ahead and start reading it, though, and try to point out some things, not just for your bug out bag, but go ahead and start looking into it now, and so you know when things happen that you can go ahead and start picking things yourself, and you know for sure what you're eating. Oh, and you should subscribe to our channel and look up us up, and then look on our playlist, on our foraging playlist. And not sure where you're located, but we're here in Florida, and our foraging playlists are a lot of the stuff here in Florida that we...
It's all in the southern hemisphere. If you're south of the Mason-Dixon line, it grows everywhere. That one particular plant, the leaves, if you just know that one plant, it grows wild everywhere down here, and you would never starve. Just knowing that one plant.
Yep, goat, that's awesome. I mean, that's one thing about being preppers, that we know we can handle all that.
And I do believe there is an economic collapse coming. I mean, look at the price of everything. I mean, it's just...
Oh, thank you so much, Chanson. I'm sorry we didn't recognize then he is subscribed, and he's also donated a while back.
Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. It's like, I believe that stress, and this is not medical advice, I'm not a doctor. I got to keep saying that because I got in trouble yesterday. But I believe that stress makes you ill, because my mother passed, and that's a pain I've never felt in my life, and I can't. I'm about to cry. I mean, I'm a pretty tough guy, and I'm literally about to cry. I miss my mom so much, and ever since my mom passed, and then my mom passed a blood cancer. But while she was very ill, my dad got diagnosed with cancer because he served in Vietnam, and he got overexposed to Agent Orange, and so after my mom died, and me and little Miss Prepper took care of him. And so I took off work because I want to spend those last days with my parents, because that's just something that money cannot buy, is time. So I took off work, took care of my mom. She passed out here at home with hospice. Took care of my dad. He got so bad off that he had to go to the VA, and he passed. And I have been sick. I went back to work. As soon as I go back to work, I got sick. So this is like day 11.
Yeah.
Of me being so sick that I can barely move. But yesterday, after I drunk that stuff, I was up on my feet, walking around, talking. I mean, I thought I was cured. But then I guess my body used it all up, and I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh man, no, I'm still sick.
Good morning, Ashley and Charlie. And what? Let me ask all American. What your opinion? What's the underrated bug out item?
Flashlight.
And yes, stress is the worst. It can make you sick in no time. Especially if you're not counteracting the stress with trying to
And another underrated thing, if you could get night vision, that would be awesome. And actually, nowadays you can get night vision for a little over $100 now. They got some out that's very inexpensive, and it works good enough.
Goat, that is awesome that you showed that homeless guy that. That is cool. You showed a homeless guy how to build a shelter to keep him warm.
That is awesome. See, that's what we're here for. That's awesome, Goat. You will get blessings from that.
Oh, George here said steel wool and a 9-volt battery.
Yeah, that'll start a fire great. But, I teach how to start friction fires. I've seen people, it's so funny, the magnesium chunks that they sell at Walmart with a striker on the other side. I've seen people strike, and not know to shave off the magnesium and to strike into it. But when it comes down to it, when my students ask me, because I do teach classes, when they ask me, what is your favorite way of starting a fire? My answer is a lighter. Because I have metal matches, I got all that. But with a lighter, it just takes one hand. Your hand may be injured or whatever. So I don't smoke, but I always have a couple lighters in my pocket. And I'll usually wear a necklace that's got a metal match, and a necklace that's got a knife on it. And the best place to keep a lot of your items is on your body, because you may not be able to grab your bug out bag. So
a magnifying glass never fail if you have sunlight.
Yeah, as long as you got sunlight. But if it gets dark,
or if it's a very cloudy day.
Yeah. But they work. I also teach magnifying glass too. I actually have a flat magnifying glass that I carry around in my wallet.
This one guy says you can pee on a lithium battery and get fire.
You probably could. I don't know that for sure, but I'll take your word for it. I'll try it. I will try it.
He said, "Don't try it."
And I just, on my persons, I carry, you know, like I carry that in my wallet. I wear this around my neck because 99% of places, if they're not using metal detectors and they're just doing a pat down, they never find these.
Hold on. Ken says, "Good to see you here. Last time I saw you was during the hurricane bids. World class, epic. Happy holidays to you and yours. Stay strong, stay aware, stay prepped."
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, I just admit it, and little Miss Prepper knows it. I ain't gonna say I'm kind of crazy. I'm actually kind of like backtrack crazy, and so I'm looking forward to the next hurricane because that was a great time for me, and it really put the bunker to the test. And because these houses and trailers around here, they got tore up. Bunker, nothing. I know how to do it right. And it's just a buy here, pay here shed they sell on the road. And then everywhere where they should have put a nail and they didn't, you put screws in. And then you reinforce it with plywood in certain areas and stuff. And you tie it down with trailer ties, not a shit tie. If you do it right, I'm 100% confident. It was a mandatory evacuation where I'm at because I was really close to the hurricane. Literally came right over top of me, and like I said, everything around here got tore to pieces, and here I am alive. And I'll give you some advice. During a tornado and a hurricane.
Yeah, we're in Florida.
Yeah, and the hurricanes are getting worse. So we're like in a hurricane belt. I believe soon it's going to be impossible to get homeowners insurance because of the hurricanes down here. And there's too many people moving down here. You can only put so many straws in a glass. So something's going to happen. You got too many people.
The stuff in the pot, we got some stuff we picked from the yard. Wild onion, garlic. Well, the leaves, stems for it. Cactus, and another leaves that is really good. Right here. Can't really see it much now since it's all folded up. But yeah, making that so.
If you want, you can go out and show them the plants again. It's up to you.
Ashley and Charlie. Yeah, we're doing well. Merry Christmas to you as well, you and your family. Yeah, goat. Old school primitive survival is awesome.
And also, if you don't know old school primitive, when everything collapses and you don't know those skills, you're not going to make it. So you can't put a price on this knowledge. It is priceless. Just an EMP, solar flare, anything could happen. And if you don't have these skills, you're not going to make it. Most people can't survive without the grocery store. Well, little Miss Prepper can tell you, I don't need to go to the grocery store ever. I do occasionally, to get salt, but I even know how to get that from salt water. But I hunt and forage most of my food. I do not trust this stuff in the stores. They're just putting too much garbage in it, too many fillers. I believe Big Pharma's in on it, and they want to keep you ill, so you got to take their medicine. This explosion of diabetes all of a sudden in America. These seed oils, if they sit long, they turn toxic. Even olive oil, if it sits for a very long time, it turns toxic. A lot of people don't know that, but I do. All you gotta do is your research, and that's what I do. I'm all about it.
Ready?
No, it's gotta. I really need them nutrients
Okay.
in that broth. Yesterday I didn't cook it as long, but I'll go ahead and turn it off, but leave it there to keep cooking. So read comments, baby.
I did.
Oh, any more comments?
No.
If y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Try to be civil.
Okay. Goat says, correct me if I'm wrong, but God did make the Garden of Eden. One just needs to know what to look for.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And y'all please subscribe, because every time I say this I lose subscribers. This is a Christian channel. We are Christians, and for some reason when I say that I lose subscribers.
Oh, George here said those synthetic oils make whatever is cooked in them go rancid real fast, but lard doesn't go figure.
What did I tell you?
I know you just said that last night to me.
I just told her that last night.
Okay.
I said I'm cooking in nothing but lard or butter.
Ken says this is the classic teach a man to fish scenario. Basic survival is a critical necessary. The world is a large money generation machine that does not have our interests at heart. Follow the money.
I absolutely agree 100%. That's why I live the way I do. And I do have post-traumatic stress disorder, so that's another reason why I live the way I do. It is what it is.
Okay, another one says, my girlfriend has been getting me into herbal medicine, and it's helped me a lot. I've had severe stomach problems and recent diagnosis with leukemia. Oh man, sorry about that. But yes, get into herbal medicine. It is awesome. Totally awesome. Yes.
And another underrated prepping item is a tourniquet. I always carry a tourniquet. And I work as a bouncer, which, I'm not bragging, because I'm just literally a glorified babysitter that's got to fight almost every night. It wasn't so bad until the came out. And it seems like since that came out, that people are just losing their minds. I used to have to fight once or twice a week. Now I have to fight every night at work. I'm glorified babysitter. I'm just getting tired of that crap. And so I got to find something else to do, because I'm just getting tired of it. I got a video where I got cut with one of these right here, box cutter, in the back of the neck, and where Little Miss Prepper sewed it up. I didn't go to the hospital. I just beat him. I beat him so bad he had to get carted off in the ambulance. And I did not press charges or any of that, because I figured that was enough punishment for him, because I did get a few teeth and stuff. But he cut me pretty good. But I got that video where Little Miss Prepper's sewing me up from that.
That's awesome that you have 3 tourniquets, one on one in the go bag and one in the car.
Absolutely, because if there's mass casualties, you don't want to have to play God and choose who you're going to save and who you're not going to save. So the more tourniquets, the better.
And then George said the corporation, corruption government doesn't want anybody escaping the system of slavery. Never forget Ruby Ridge and Waco.
Well, Little Miss Prepper knows that's what woke me up, was Waco.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was.
When Waco went down, man, that was a slap in the face to all American citizens. It's none of the government's business how people live. So,
and then Everyone is angry all the time. Personality changes.
Yeah, I don't know if that has something to do with it. The lockdowns, I'm not sure what the heck is going on. But yeah, people are acting like those killer hornets or something. Like I said, normally working as a bouncer, it was fun, I had a good time, you know, and then I'd have to fight once or twice a week. Now it's every single night.
Oh, we got a Hawaiian in here.
Oh, we are seriously thinking about moving to Hawaii and living off grid.
Said Hawaiians for Trump.
Well,
And
we
said, the person said, I'm happy you're okay.
thank you so much.
Oh, this person. I remember watching Waco live as a kid, and people seemed to giddy on the news about what was going on. It felt wrong to me.
I was so angry. I literally wanted to pick up arms and go there and help them people. And you know what? I honestly, I will never forgive myself for not going there and helping those people, even if I would have died. I feel like I let my American citizens down by not going and helping those people. I really do. Little Miss Prepper will tell you, I talk about it all the time, and I just should have went there and died. I would. I got no problem. I'm not afraid of death because I'm a Christian. I know I'm going to heaven. I'm getting attacked by small channels that are heathens, so they're getting people to try to unsubscribe and all that. So if y'all could, please subscribe, help the channel out. That'd be awesome.
Another one says, wild lettuce extract is a good medicine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have it all down here in Florida. I mean, there's a lot of wild, and this is the winter time, and that's another reason why I like living in a subtropical environment because I can forage all year long.
A goat says, yeah, the government should have stayed out of Waco.
Yeah, they sure should have. And see, I went down and got the United States Treasury Department report, and I read the whole thing from front to back. And 99% of the stuff that they were saying on the news was lies. Like, for instance, you can't get that anymore. You can get the Treasury report on any other thing, but they will not let you get access to that anymore. Little Miss Purpose been with me when I tried to get it again, and they're like, "No, we don't have it. We can't get it. That's the one that they don't let nobody read anymore." And it's because the ATF said we lost the element of surprise, but what they left out was they had helicopters flying over top of the place, shooting randomly in the place with a 50 caliber machine guns before the cattle trailers pulled up. So there was no element of surprise there. That was just straight up murder, in my opinion.
Tank's Auto Detailing. He wants a shout out for his business, and he also has a YouTube channel. Tank's Auto Detailing. Check him out.
Well, my mag team, we do got a couple of AMRADs. I have pronunciation problems. So I know I had a heat stroke in Afghanistan, and then we hit an IED, and I got a little brain trauma. That's why I'm kind of crazy, and I got PTSD and all. But we got AMRADs, Humvees. Not me. I ain't got no money, but I do know people. My mag team has those things. We're ready. We're as ready as we can be. We are a little worried, though, that they're going to try to pull some Waco crap on us because we are so prepared. But I'm just waiting for this broth to cool off because that stuff, yesterday when I drunk it, I went from feeling like I was just dead meat to I could box a few rounds. because I got to get back to work.
Nothing scares the government more than preparation, lol.
That's facts, because they want us to depend on them.
Oh, hold on. Another question. Do you know what a bank line is? A fishing question. Oh, yeah. I've heard you say a bank line.
I run bank lines all the time. I call them bush hooks.
So explain it.
You find you a bush or something to tie the line to, and
It's on the bank.
Yeah, that's on the bank. You tie a line to it, and on the other end you got your hook and your bait, and you just leave it and then come back and check it. And that's a great way of doing it. Also, you can tie them to milk jugs and throw them out there in the water, if it's a lake, so you can find them. Because one time I come across a bank line that had a big catfish that was dead, and somebody left there. So when you're done using your bank lines, please do the right thing and take them up. But they work great. Bank lines is like snares. They do the hunting and fishing for you. You can set snares out. You can run bank lines, kick back and relax, and just go and check them. They do the hunting and fishing for you. I'm a big advocate of that.
Goat says, I love using bank line to make snare traps as well.
Yeah, that's how I do it. I do that a lot. And also, I can put out 100 bank lines. It's hard to run 100 rod and reels. And what I've found, if the fish ain't biting, I'll just throw a cast net. And I will catch them in that net if they're not biting.
We're in Florida.
Yeah, we got lots of water down here, lots of fish. And yeah, I'm a Florida man. You'll probably see me on the news one day, Florida man. But I do appreciate y'all tuning in, checking it out. Study your plants. Like I said, I have a playlist on this channel.
Brian says, hey buddy, you been okay? Ain't caught you live since the hurricane.
Yeah, because after my mom, my dad, I lost my mom, I lost my dad. I went to another state, a state of depression. So I just couldn't do anything. But now, I know my mom would want me to push on. And, I talk about my mom more than my dad. My dad was 3 tours in Vietnam, but my dad was a mean rascal. My dad was so mean. He would take me to the bar when I was 14 years old, start a fight with the biggest man in there, and then say, I'm not going to fight you, my son is. And then I'm out in the parking lot fighting a grown man at 14 years old. And if I lost that fight, when I got home, my dad would beat the crap out of me. So, yeah.
Hey, Ashton. Hold on, let me... Okay. Goat said... Where is it? Setting a trap line doesn't help. Not all hunting tips are successful.
No.
Trips are successful.
Not always. But, the more you set out, the more chances you have.
Hey, Tamara.
And that's why I use the cast net also. If I can't catch them on the bush lines or the rod and reels, I'll just throw the cast net, because I will catch them in that cast net.
Aw, son.
What's wrong with her son?
He's not coming tomorrow.
Daggone it. I got your Christmas present over here, boy.
George says, do y'all plan on staying in Florida? I'd leave Southern California, but it's far too distant for several reasons.
If I leave Florida, I'm moving to Hawaii and going to live off grid up in the mountains somewhere.
And Liberal Bible Institute says, what is this ERB you making?
Just making something to make me feel better. That's
yeah,
all.
it's just weeds that we picked that are good to help him feel better. There's cactus in here, wild onion,
Wild
garlic,
and a few other plants. They just grow wild. You don't have to water them. You don't have to fertilize them. God grows them. And the wonderful thing about wild edibles, you don't have to chase it down. You don't have to beat it in the head. You don't have to kill it.
Okay, so Brian needs to be caught up on things. So, Brian, we don't have the houseboat. We actually traded it in for a van. So we got in the van. We're going to build it out. Doing a little bit at a time so that we don't get in debt with it. And while that's happening, we are able to stay on on the property here. The one family member that we thought that was not going to be civil is actually being
very civil.
Very civil. We thought one thing and it's complete opposite.
We were told that he was going to make us leave, but then he came here and told that we could stay. Here's another thing I carry in my wallet. Be careful, I'm going to cut you. You know, carry your stuff on you because, you know, you can lose your bug out bag, you can lose your stuff, but if it's on your body, well, you got it. And good clothing is very important because good clothing is your first line of defense against the elements.
Okay. One person said, I'm going to die and be buried in Alaska. I feel like Texas is getting too cramped for me, LOL. The spirit is changing here.
Same thing's happening down here in Florida.
And then Goat says, I've learned to set fishing traps, a live cage trap. It's a double position.
Yeah, those are great because you don't have to check them as often because the fish will stay alive in them. I like that.
O'Brien says, nice. Van life is awesome. And I'm glad that things are been civil and stuff because that shows a lot about your family showing love during this rough time. Yeah, because we was told he was not going to be nice about it at all. So,
and he is a very tough man, but surprisingly, he has a heart, and he's showing us some love. Which I'm very surprised, but not really. I mean, he taught me how to fish. All right, so I'm going to get this broth here and
and Goat said, that's a good primitive backup gear. My third backup is learning how to make Stone Age tools.
That is a great idea.
Virginia Bushcraft, right?
Yeah, Virginia Bushcraft's good at that.
Yes, he has. You should check out his channel, Virginia Bushcraft.
And also, I don't recommend using regular salt. I switch. I use Himalayan salt, and then I use sea salt. And the reason is regular table salt it's just salt. But Himalayan salt and sea salt has like 82, 83 more minerals in it than regular salt. And I need the electrolytes because I've been sweating so much because I've been so sick. So I need that salt in there to replace because I have lost all the salt out of my body. I've been cramping because I have no salt in me.
Brian also says, I'm glad, man, but do miss the morning lives.
I will get back at it. As soon as I get over this illness, I will get back at it. I just, I've been really depressed after losing my mom, losing my dad. I've just been really
And
depressed. But I'm starting I know my parents would want me just to persevere and push on. Now I gotta let this cool off. Okay, I think I can drink it.
you want me to show you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, cheers. It actually tastes good too. Mm. In about 3 or 4 hours, I'll probably be able to go live.
Brian says, take time. I understand. I lost my grandma a week ago. Sorry for your loss. I mean, there's nothing about oh man, I lost my grandma years ago. Probably about, I don't know.
It doesn't get any easier. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Years ago or more. I, I was just thinking about her last week and I started crying again.
Mm. Yeah, I'll probably be able to go live in about 4 hours after drinking that.
And then he'll nibble on some of this.
I'll go ahead and show you.
Oh, Goat says, oh, don't get me started on the survival end of salt.
You gotta have salt. That's another thing people, if you're a prepper, you need to be prepping salt. Oh, man, that's going to make me feel so much better. I'm going to eat every bit of that, but I'm going to make y'all watch me eat it all. So, Little Miss Prepper can just read stuff why I eat this because I need it badly.
Yeah, Brian says, don't get easy around the holidays. Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm. It's just worse. I thought, I was taught time healed pain. Nope, not for me. It's just getting worse.
Hey, Skins. Hey, girl. Good morning. Oh, hey,
I gotta turn that heater back on, baby. I'm freezing. I'm so sick.
Did you get your dogs back yet, Skeens? We're doing all right. Just making, we made a little bit of broth for him so he could feel better.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some too.
Oh, I'll just be glad when it starts working.
Goat says 25 pounds of each salt. What Mr. Prepper mentioned is a good thing, especially when it comes to preserving and smoking wild game.
And that's what I do. We got so many feral hogs out here, they're a menace. So I got one dog that catches the hogs. The other one helps him, but he's not really a hog dog. The other one is a hog dog. And these feral hogs are just tearing everything up out here. So they're a menace. There's so many of them. So I catch them, clean them, cook them, eat as much as I can. The rest I chop up in portions, wrap it in aluminum foil, go uptown and hand it out to the homeless.
Armadillo said...
Armadillo tastes great.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
The person here.
Oh, okay, I know who that is.
Says, say hello to Old Timer for me.
Hey.
Oh, that's awesome, Skeins. I am so glad you got them back. And what we're eating, a little bit of stuff out of the yard. Cut up a cactus. Those right there are just cut up of wild onion, garlic, and the stems of them. And then this is a leaf of a plant, a wild plant out there, out in the yard, that we cooked up, and he just drank the broth of it. He ate a couple little bit, and I'm picking at it too.
Tell her what it did for me yesterday.
He ate some of this yesterday, and after 4 hours, because he's been feeling really bad. And after 4 hours, felt so much better. He was able to get up out of bed, move around, and I could hear it even in his voice.
I even got my color back.
Yeah, you did. Yep.
You want to read comments, man?
Goat says the hogs are crazy in my area as well. The stupid San Antonio City Council are letting the hogs go crazy in the urban environment, and I'll let Mr. Prepper tell you the negative repercussions.
Those things are
on
a menace.
Choice.
They root up everything, tear your yard up, dig holes, get in your gardens. I mean, they're just a menace. Not to mention, if you know, those things get up 400 pounds and bigger. If you hit one of those in a car, or, you know, out here when I ride my motorcycle, because that's my transportation, is my motorcycle. Ashley has her car, I have my motorcycle. Little Miss Prepper does. So I take it easy out here, because there is dead hogs laying all on the side of the road where people demolish their vehicles. It's only a matter of time until somebody gets seriously injured by one of these wild hogs out here by running into them.
Hello, Ark Wild Man.
Oh, he's awesome. He's got a great channel. Y'all check his channel out.
Yeah, check out Ark Wild Man Survival. Check out his channel.
Great channel. All right, so you want to wrap it up, Little Miss Prepper?
Yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. Just showed kind of our breakfast really this morning. Breakfast / your healing broth.
Well, not medical advice. We're not doctors. Feel better broth.
Feel better broth.
I had to take the video down yesterday because I said something wrong. YouTube.
Mr. Prepper, what would you say the risk of a pack of wild hogs going after kids and the elderly?
Not too bad. I mean, it could happen, but most of the time they run from you. I mean, it could happen. It could happen, but it's very unlikely. They're not like coyotes and stuff. They mostly try to stay. Now, if they've been around people a lot, then they're dangerous. Those wild boars, the boars themselves, they're the ones that are dangerous, because they will come after you. So there is a chance of that. So usually they run, but I have hunted my whole life, hunting hogs. That's what we do down here. And I have had a couple of boars turn around and come after me, and I had to climb a tree to keep them getting tore up. So if one comes after you and you got no way to defend yourself, climb up a tree. You better hope there's a tree nearby.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday morning. Happy holidays to others, and we will catch y'all in another live.
Have a blessed day. Please subscribe.